Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. I warmly welcome you to Stillness Beat, a 365-day daily meditation program. My name is Sirisha, and I'm joining from New Jersey. Thank you all for showing up every day for this program. As you all know, this program is focused on building a daily habit of meditation where we just have to show up every day throughout the year. So each day we are dedicating this 1 hour of our time to reconnect with ourselves and allowing this meditation practice to support us beyond this session. So in this space, we come here together to tune into stillness, to tune up to awareness and create a positive change within ourselves and the world around us. So friends, let's start our meditation program practice today. So today we have Balaji with us who will be guiding us through meditation today. Hi Balaji, good morning.
Hi, Sirisha. Good morning. Yeah. My dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods, let us start meditation. Kindly take a comfortable posture. You can sit either on chair or on sofa or on floor. Sit very comfortably by crossing your feet, clasping your fingers in fingers, and remove your spectacles if you're wearing any, and ensure the posture is very, very comfortable with no stress or no pains in the body. And now gently close your eyes and start observing the breath, which is going inside and coming outside. Let the breath be normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, and tranquil breath, my dear friends. Let there be no forceful breathing. Let the breath be as gentle as possible, as normal as possible. Just keep relaxing. Release all your stress stored in the body. Keep your body and mind as relaxed as possible. We are sitting in meditation for our own selves, for our own benefit, for good health, for peace of mind, and for enlightenment. Cut off all the thoughts that are running in the mind and make the mind as empty as possible. Be with your breath, my dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods. Meditation is observation of breath. Meditation is making the mind empty. Empty mind is the state of meditation. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Let there be no hurry and no worry in mind. Do not think about any of your daily schedules, your goals, and your checklist. Do not go into the past or do not explore the future. Keep your mind in the aware state of present moment. That's where you enter into the meditation. Be in the present moment with the help of breath. Stillness in the mind is the state of meditation. Let us meditate for 45 minutes with the help of music. Dwell into deep meditation with the help of music. Be with the breath. Kindly keep observing the breath. Do not open your eyes. Make your mind as empty as possible. Be with your breath. Last 5 minutes. Kindly do not open your eyes. Be with your breath, my dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods. Be with your breath. Slowly bring your attention and awareness onto your heart space. Let us now memorize the points of Ho'oponopono. Just say yourself inside, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive. I love you. I love you. And I love. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Let us become aware of the 4 agreements. The first point, be impeccable with your words. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. And always do your best. Come back to the awareness. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And you may open your eyes when you are ready. Thank you, my dear friends and masters and gods. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Balaji, for guiding us into that deep meditation. Thank you so much. So, friends, I hope everyone are coming out of meditation. So, let's get into the next part of our session. So, I would like to invite Prithvi to take us through today's wisdom. Hi, Prithvi.
Hello, good morning. Congratulations to everybody for meditating continuously, showing up consistently. This is such a beautiful commitment that all of us are taken up for ourselves. And Balaji, thank you so much for that beautiful meditation. So, friends, yesterday we got to understand that the quietening of mind is not happening, not because of the cooperation of the mind, but because of the body. And the body is slowly settling down to stillness. It is considering this silence, this present moment awareness as a safe space. So, this full week, let's only focus on getting into the most comfortable position or posture of our body while meditating. So let the body relax completely. Body is having a lot of neural activity happening. So let the body completely relax. That's the whole point of this week practice. So yeah, with that, I would also like to share about what happens when we meditate, what kind of changes happen in the brain and in the body. Uh, so meditation is not just, about feeling very calm. It's about chemical changes that happens in the body. We really don't know how that changes are happening, but over a period, when we do a setting every single day, the chemistry of the body and the mind and the brain is changing every single day. So let's see what happens, what really happens with the brain. I'll share my screen. Yes. Sirisha, you can see my screen?
Yes, Prithvi.
Okay, thank you. So friends, the neurochemistry and the neural rewiring happens when we meditate. The nervous system regulation that we are all talking about today is a chemical process. It's not just a concept that we are understanding. This is happening when you are meditating every single day. So the nervous system, as I told you, is in survival mode. The body, whenever we are in the survival mode, that beta frequency that I talked about throughout the day, when we are into actions with too many thoughts running in the mind, in the background, the nervous system is in a survival mode. It thinks that there is something that I need to be doing all the time. So we have been conditioned from the caveman time that whenever there is some kind of emergency, there's too much of thoughts, the body needs to uh, prepare itself for fighting or running away. That is why there is a lot of cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline. These hormones, these are stress hormones released in the body. What it does to the body is there's a surge of sugar that comes out, like the glucose comes out into the blood so that we can run away. That was the primary reason why these stress hormones were released. But right now, we cannot run away. The stress is all mental, it's not physical. The activities are mental, not physical. So, all the stress hormones that is released is getting stored in the body, it's not getting broken down. Previously, if we would have ran away or did some physical workouts, that would get cleared up. But all the stress hormones that is getting released right now is getting accumulated in the body. It's not getting broken down or utilized. So what really happens chemically when you return to the breath is the acetylcholine increases. This is an antidote for all these stress hormones. These stress hormones become less when these stress hormones, when serotonin, GABA, dopamine, these are antidotes for the stress hormones. So acetylcholine will actually activate our parasympathetic regulation, which will put us into rest, relaxation mode, and tell the body that there's no emergency, you're absolutely safe, you don't have to run away, there you can be calm. So that system of the parasympathetic regulation will happen with that release. And GABA is a very important hormone. It rejuvenates the body. This is released when we are in deep meditation in the theta frequency. And when we are sleeping also, this GABA gets activated. So this will uh, bring down the neural activity. So actually, a chemical compound similar to GABA is prepared and given to people who have anxiety to bring down their neural activity. But in meditation, this is naturally secreted by the brain. And serotonin, we all know that it's a emotional balancing hormone. It makes us happy. Dopamine is a rewarding chemical. Whenever we come back to breath and when we are showing up every day on this platform, you feel very happy that you are being consistent, and that dopamine gives you that happiness. So with breath awareness, it actually doesn't relax you emotionally, but it is changing you chemically. The chemical environment inside your brain and the body is totally changing. So the body is literally moving from survival chemistry to restoration chemistry every time you are coming back to breath and becoming aware of this present moment. So why does the repetition matter more than the depth? Even if you are not able to be very calm and not able to, have that space of mind which is still you are having a lot of thoughts, doesn't matter. But if you are repeating every day and sitting for meditation, coming back to breath, whenever you are having too many thoughts, it is creating a neural pathway. That is what we call as neuroplasticity. So the brain changes based on what it practices repeatedly. So if you just sit one day for meditation and you meditate for about 3 to 4 hours and then you leave it for about 1 week, the network will not be developing. The neural pathway will not develop. So doing it every day, developing a habit of meditating will help us to build that neural network. It'll help us to go with that neuroplasticity. So the neurons will keep firing together and it wires for calmness, for restoration, for relaxation every single day when we come and sit and meditate. So meditation doesn't rewire the brain because it feels peaceful. It doesn't happen because we are feeling calm, but the brain rewires because the attention is repeatedly redirected. So how much calm you feel in this 1 hour is not the matter. How many times you're coming back to breath, how many times you're bringing the attention and the awareness to this present moment, that keeps activating your neural network. So that will also help in emotional activation, which is met with regulation. The emotions arise whenever we are meditating, whenever there is a thought, something emotion related to that thought will arise. It will come onto the layer, but you will not be in a reactive mode to that emotion. There will be a regulation of that emotion. You will watch it. You are not involved with it, but you just keep watching it so that you clear out from your system. So the recovery of this distractive self that we have been practicing will come back. The recovery of the brain happens every time we come back again and again and meditate. So that is why repetition is so very important. So with repeated breath-based regulation, what really happens in the brain is the prefrontal cortex. Mostly, we are operating with the limbic brain, which is the amphibian brain, that always works with fight, flight, or freeze mode. But only this prefrontal cortex is given to the humans only. And we need to utilize this part of the brain. And this gets strengthened every time you bring back your attention to the brain. So this muscle gets, this part of the brain gets activated every time you are meditating. So it is responsible for attention, emotional stability, and your decision making, your behavior and judgments also comes from this prefrontal cortex of the brain. So when you're meditating, you can see how the brain is changing and getting activated at the front part. When you do not meditate, it's not so active. When you are meditating, it gets activated. And the insular cortex part of the brain also strengthens when we are meditating. This is about body awareness. A lot of us, we don't actually are not very sensitive towards the body. We cannot listen to the language of the body or the sensations of the body because of too much of stimulations, our body has numbed, or it has become very thick skinned, I would say. We are not very sensitive. We cannot sense a very subtle sensations that happens in the body. So this sensation, the awareness of sensation will develop more. We become aware, we start listening to the language of the body and what is happening with the body. That awareness develops with the meditation. So this insular cortex also gets strengthened. So with that, what happens is body is settling down. Body is relaxing completely before even mind gets quietened when we meditate. And with each breath, again, the strengthening of the hippocampal gray matter happens. So this gray matter in the brain is very, very important for us to have emotional stability. So the emotional memory integration is all in this gray matter of the brain. And this becomes increased with meditation. So the scan that you see, this is having more gray matter who was meditating for a very longer time. So they had a lot of stability with their emotions. They did not waver with the anger, or they did not go down with grief, or they did not become excited with joy and happiness. They had that stability with every emotions, with high and low emotions. They were balanced. So that balance happens with the increase in the gray matter. And this happens whenever we are meditating every single day. So meditation is a structural change that happens in the brain and the body. It doesn't just happen with positive thinking or with our willpower. We say that, okay, I'm going to heal my body with just one thought. Yes, that will happen, but for that, we need to wire ourselves. For that, we need to reprogram ourselves. For that, we need to re-educate the body and the system. And that will happen only with the practice and not theory. So even if you have thoughts, even if the thoughts are coming, don't worry, because your body is preparing. Your body is already changing. It's been 13 days of meditation. Your brain is changing. So by now, you will be settling down very faster, coming back to breath without getting too many distracted with the thoughts. And then there will be reduced intensity of emotions. And you will have some moments of clarity by now, and you will start feeling a sense of inner balance. So Just you are allowing the chemistry in the body to complete its cycle with every sitting. Slowly and steadily, the stillness becomes a side effect, a byproduct of the regulation of the body and the brain. And it's not a goal that we are going to achieve. It's going to be a byproduct of everyday practice. So, this awareness will lead us to understand, be more compassionate, be more patient towards ourselves, and keep doing the action that is coming back again and meditating every single day. So, with that, let's intend for the day. I request all of you just to close your eyes for a moment. Let's intend for the day as today I am healthy, happy, and cheerful. Today, wherever I go, I create a joyful, loving, compassionate reality around me. May everyone, every being be happy and in harmony. Thank you. Thank you all. Over to you, Sish.
Thank you, Prithvi. That was wonderful sharing what you have shared with us. So the science side of that, I think a lot of us would have got the clarity on that. Thank you so much, Prithvi. So let's get into the experience sharing. So I would like to invite Vikal Gupta to share his meditation journey experience. Hi, Vikal.
Yeah, hi Sirisa. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the friends. Am I audible, Sirisa? Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Sirisa, and entire team here for giving the opportunity for me to share the experience. And the session, we have just gone through from Prithvi. These kind of session really, keep me so inspiring and give me the reassurance to keep doing whatever I am doing. I'm on the right path. So because these things, this platform, whatever has been created and we are doing, these are always backed up by the scientific logic and reasoning behind that what we are doing is. So this gives a specific, different kind of motivation that what we are doing is correct. So without further ado on this, I will just get into that my journey. So eh, eh, my journey on the Ana-Pana-Sati meditation and with this core team. So firstly, a deep gratitude to entire core team for guiding me on giving the opportunity for serve this uh, different sessions as a volunteer for whatever I could do. So thank you very much for that. So this started sometime in uh, 3 to 4 years ago, and when I was as generally most of us go through some rough patches of their life, and they look forward where and how I can get some peace and relaxation, and what can I do so that those rough patches can be go very smooth kind of thing. So same post COVID I was going through something, and this is not the first thing. So initially I got connected with BKS for couple of months. Then there was some meditation and visualization and all those kind of things. Then little bit I spent some time to understand the meditation on the heartfulness, and then there you have to go to each and every body part and keep connecting and visualizing those things. So basically it was kind of in 22 type 1.5 year I was struggling that how to do the meditation. I did not even know what is meditation and how to do. So Then one day with my friend Mr. Sunil, he was my colleague in the or the batchmate in the IIM Bangalore. We were doing the EGMP course. So I was just sharing with him, Then he said, we have one very simple technique, and that is Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. And we are going to start one My Time program for 33 days. Why don't you, join that and then see uh, if that helps you. So that is how I got into the first session of My Time program, and I attended all the 33 sessions continuously, and mostly I used to be on the video on always, and keeping the video on for me, it gives me a special discipline that I am not distracting here and all. I am full 45 minute whatever or 1 hour session is there, I am fully dedicated and focusing on that. So that is the reason I always keep my video on most of the time whenever I am in attending this session. So this is how I connected. Then after that, no stopping. First session of the My Time. Then Sampath and team and entire team, core team here has been kind enough to give me the opportunity to be the part of that team. And then after that, second session onward, little bit of the volunteer, then swam, and then intention meditation, and then omega, and so story keeps going. So I'm continuously working and supporting as volunteering whatever best I can do. And the main reason for this, the scientific logic and reasoning here. So if I look at that, my journey, I used to be very aggressive. I used to be very reactive person. And not only me, most of the people, we always listen to anything just to react. Don't even try to understand and respond. So this platform has given me that one is the meditation to still your mind, empty your mind, get into the coolness, and then the sajjan sangatiya, when you start talking to those kind of discussions, and then the wisdom sessions. So like Srinivas Reddy sir, when he was talking about one of the session, that listening. Listening is that when you are listening to somebody, it is not then in our corporate we keep talking that okay, you are in corporate, you are going to listen 70% time you have to listen and 30% you speak. But I with those wisdom session, I realized that the real listening is when get the other person completely emptied. Whatever he has to say, you have to uh, listen to him to the extent that he's completely emptied himself. That gives him the real satisfaction, and then he will be kind of listen to you when you speak after that. So those kind of thing, those habits changed, and so listening instead of reactive immediately, and I started slowly responding. So I have become kind of transformed. It is not that I have changed completely, I do react, but it's a journey. So I am moving in that direction from reactive to the kind of now I respond. Similarly, many things, like forgiveness, we keep talking at, we did something, please forgive me. See, now with these all wisdom session and, the great masters here, the moment we get into anything, it is not that, we have to get or seek the forgiveness from other. The moment we get into this kind of thing, we gets into the suffering. So first important thing that, we have to forgive ourselves. Boss, I did the mistake. So that leads you to the acceptance. I was kind of person that it takes me to maybe a month or years to accept that this is my mistake. So my journey here from last three and a half years is it is not that I have transformed, but the journey how I measure is that I used to take a month or years to accept my mistake. It has turned to that week and the days, and now I am at the stage where if I do something, the next moment, maybe in few seconds, I realize and I say, sorry, boss, it's my mistake. I reacted. So it's an improvement in those kind of things. So, I can keep talking. I don't know how much time I have on this thing. So simply gratitude, never, hedge those gratitude, self-love and all those kind of, uh, things. It's a really great journey for me, and that triggered me a little bit, last year, the masters guided me, why don't you know go and attend Vipassana? So when I think about Vipassana, oh my God, it is a 10 days digital detox, no phone, no TV, no talking, no eye contact, and almost daily 10 to 11 hours of the meditation. My goodness. But I tried, and the last year I attended, and this year I'm coming from my second Vipassana. Yesterday only I've completed and came back. So another 10 days of the journey. So now I relate when Prithvi was talking about that, our body is wired for survival mode or fire and fight mode, and not. So if I was trying to relate when I used to sit for the meditation, observe breath, and the closing the eye itself was the pain for me. Forget about the seconds and minutes and all. And then, as Prithvi explained yesterday, also the multiple time your this big nerve will you come back from the thoughts and observe the breath. It strengthen you and give you the confidence to the body that you are getting to the safe mode. And I was relating that now slowly. Now I have reached to the stage where full moon days and all, I can sit 1 hour, 2 hour, or 2.5 hour kind of one sitting meditation and keep doing that. So many things like this, simply the egos for each and everything, and the most important is the services. In Vipassana also they talk about that there is something called Shila. Uh, so the two most important point in that when you are servicing anything, the moment we do anything, the first thing is what for me, what will I get, whether it is service or job or wherever. But and they talk about when you do the community service and these kind of thing, one most important thing, there should not be a single trace of any expectation. The trace comes, then service gone, and service is the highest level of the giving, whatever you can give to the yourself or to the friends or to the society or to the nature or Mother Earth, wherever, or to the universe. So one is that, and the second is the gratitude. Be always thankful for the each and everything what you have, not keep getting into the craving of what I don't have. So have gratitude and thankful. So with this, I will stop here. I think I have taken much time than than I expected, but again a deep gratitude and thank you very much to the entire team and having me as a part of this. And I keep doing my volunteering services whatever I can do, and working on that there should not be any trace of any kind of expectation on that, and with deep gratitude. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Vikalji. Thank you so much, for sharing that lovely experience. Thank you so much. It was wonderful to hear from you. Thank you so much. So, friends, thank you for joining today, and we will see you all tomorrow at the same time. So, please come back at the same time for your meditation practices, and have a happy day and take care. Thank you. We'll see you all tomorrow. Namaste.